Hey guys, week 5, day 6. Happy weekend. We have something interesting in store for you this Saturday. It's straight up Metcon, no strength, but we have an accessory work later. So, really up to you how you push on the conditioning piece later. So, let's head up to our warm up already. You'll need a rope, plate or odd object or dumbbell, whatever, for just ground to overheads. So first movement is 1 or 2 minutes of single unders or double unders. I'm bad at single unders now, so I'm just gonna demo double unders. It's actually the first time I did double unders in my room, so yeah. Okay, right after that, we are going to do 2 to 3 rounds of the following: deadlift to ground to overhead, 8 reps of those, 8 jumping air squats, 8 sprawl burpees, 8 high plank to low plank, and 8 up to down dog. Okay, first warm up movement, deadlift to ground to overhead. So grab your plates or odd object or your dumbbell, whatever, put a little weight on it. So what we're gonna do is do a deadlift first, flat back, hinge on your hips, deadlift to ground to overhead. Once more. On the side, deadlift to ground to overhead. Again, good way to mobilize our hips, legs, lower back, and our shoulders as well, because we'll be needing that for the Metcon later. Movement number 2, jumping air squats. Really simple. I know everybody's familiar with the air squats. So again, push your hips back, feet on your squat stance, lower down, hip crease below your knee. From here, try to jump straight up and then squat back down. That's 1. That's 2. On the side. Again, hip crease below your knee. 1, 2, and 3. Right after 8 air squats, we're going to do 8 sprawl burpees. So that's basically high plank to a jump. High plank to a jump. No need to do a full push-up. After your sprawl burpees, we're going to do 8 high plank to low plank. So that's basically on your high plank. Make sure you're a straight line from your shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles. From here down to your elbows, still in the straight line. That's 1. That's 2. Right? Now, after your high plank to low plank, still staying on the floor, we're gonna do 8 up to down dog. So, from here, on your bellies, hands by your shoulders, push up, feel the stretch in your lower back, stay here for a couple of seconds, and then down dog, straight legs, hips go up, feel the stretch in your hamstrings, push your head through, look up, bend your elbows, feel the stretch in your shoulders as well. That's 1. Back to upward facing dog, feel the stretch in your lower back, hips go up, stretch your hamstrings, shoulders head through, down dog, and repeat until 8. Okay, once you're done with that, do the whole warm-up, the series of movements for 2 to 3 more. Right? Once you're done with your warm-up, time for a quick water break. 1 to 2 minutes is fine. Grab a sip of water, wipe out the sweat, pack away your things. It's time for conditioning piece. It's gonna be a little long, but it's gonna be worth it. Alright, when you're done with your water break, let's quickly discuss your conditioning piece for today. It's pretty quick, 12-minute AMRAP of 5 movements. First movement is a double under or single unders for those who doesn't have double unders. So we're gonna do 55 reps of those, and then 45 ab mat sit-ups. Or if you don't have ab mats, that's fine as well. 45 sit-ups is fine. 35 shoulder to overhead. So again, we're gonna demo each movement after this. Don't worry if you don't know the movements yet, and if you don't have any equipment, we'll have scales for you. Next is 25 hang squat cleans or hang full cleans if you want, and then 15 burpees over bar. Now, since it's an AMRAP, once you're done with the last movement, which is 15 burpees over bar, you go back to the 55 double unders and then work your way down again. So again, it's a chipper style AMRAP, similar to Wednesday's workout, I think. It's pretty long as well. So let's just demo the movements and then try to follow along with me. First movement, 55 double unders. So it's a good number that some can, or if you're very proficient with double unders, you can go unbroken in this one. But if you're still not, try to break it in half if you can. Probably 30-20 as much as possible. Also with your single unders, if you're not really that proficient for it, so just cut it in half as much as you can. So the only tip that I can give you for this one is really just breathe, relax, just move with your wrists, and then have a constant jump on either when you're doing single unders or double unders. Have that constant height or that constant length when you jump up. Alright, sit-ups. So if you have an ab mat, you can use this. Increases the range of motion as you lengthen your body when you do your sit-ups. So quick tip, look for the thick part of your ab mat, and that's where your butt should be, or your lower back. And then from there, butterfly position. I'm not sure if you can see me. So butterfly position, feet together, knees to the side. Sorry, my room's super small, so I have to make it. So from here, as much as possible, your shoulders will cross your knee. Lay your back down, touch the floor above you, swing your arms. Again, shoulder moves past your knee. That's one. That's two. And three. Again, quick tip here, breathe through the movement. If you're not efficient with the movement, or proficient with the movement rather, try to break it up. I know it's gonna hurt or it's gonna burn your abs or your core, so please breathe through it. Try to swing your arms violently forward to help build the momentum or have momentum sitting back up. Right, next movement, 35 shoulder to overhead. So there are two ways that you can do it, with a barbell or pair of dumbbells. So shoulder to overhead basically is from your front rack, you bring it overhead. So one way to do it is strict presses, or push press. Bend your knees, push the barbell up, bend your knees, push the barbell up. Or a jerk. Bend your knees, catch it on the jerk. One more time, bend your knees, catch it on the jerk. Similar with dumbbells, you can strict, push press, or push jerk. There you go. Also, if you have odd objects, sandbag, weighted vest, rock, whatever object that is, you can still shoulder to overhead those. So again, just find that perfect holding to that odd object, and then drive through your legs, push and lock out properly. What we want to see is biceps close to your ears. Okay, so we don't want it pushing here. Should be by your ears. All right. Second to the last movement, hang squat cleans. Again, you can do this with a barbell or two dumbbells as well. So again, it's hang. So you pick up your barbell, start by your pockets. We do a hang squat clean above the knee. Squat clean. 1, Fix your feet. 2. Alright? So rep only counts when you stand up fully. Shoulders, hips, knees, one straight line. So similar with your dumbbells. Front view. Pick up your dumbbells, start here by your pockets. Hang, squat clean. Squat clean. Alright? Again, similar also with your odd objects, so whatever it is. Odd object from the ground, just pick it up, deadlift, waist area, pockets, hang, squat clean, hang, squat clean. Okay, again, let's maintain the flat back, chest up the whole time when you do our hang. And done. Right, we're gonna do 25 reps of those. Last movement, burpee over object. In this case, it's a burpee over bar or burpee over dumbbells and bar. So we want to do it laterally, meaning the object that you're using for weights is beside you. So again, just burpee beside it, chest and thighs touch the ground. Stand up, hop over, burpee, chest and thighs touch the ground, hop over. Alright, we're gonna do 15 of those. Now again, once you're done with 15 of that, and then there's still time remaining, you go back up to 55 double unders. Alright? Now if you're wondering what weights you should use, so base the weight that you're gonna use on the shoulder to overhead. So whatever your weight there, you should be able to string 7 to 10 reps also on the shoulder to overhead. Weight should be something that you can string 7 to 10 reps with. Alright? Target for this conditioning piece is 2+ rounds. Some tips probably is, again, I mentioned a little on the double unders. So again, break it up. If you're not really proficient with it, plan out your breaks properly. Also with other movements, actually plan out your breaks based on your proficiency with the movements. You know yourself very well, you know your body very well, so know when to take breaks, but again, don't take breaks too long. Shoulder to overhead, again, 7 to 10 reps as much as you can. Take few breaks. It's recommended that you do push jerks. But if you can do push press, that's fine. Do not split jerk, please. That's not cool. It's just funny. And then hang squat cleans. If you can string probably 5 or more with that, since you technically have a lighter weight because you based it off your shoulder to overhead. So string more than 5 reps on that shoulder to that hang to squat clean. Now for the burpees over bar, that's just 15, or burpee over object, that's just 15. Just move through it. And then again, it's an AMRAP. Our goal is more than 2 rounds, or 2+, etc., etc. I'll attack this workout in a sense that I'll treat the first round as sort of like a warm-up, not pushing yet. I'll probably just move through the movements, yes, take breaks and everything. But the second round, I know I'm a little bit fatigued, but I'll push myself more on that. I know that I'm proficient with the double unders and sit-ups. I'm gonna lag behind the barbell work, so I need to buy some time for those movements. And then the burpees over bar, I really like those movements also, so I'm gonna just move through that as well. Again, it's just really in the mind, especially this workout is it's a bit challenging mentally. So again, just stick to your breaks, plan properly, and good job on finishing the conditioning piece for today. Well done, guys. Good push. Now let's move on to our accessory work. So basically we have 2 10-minute EMOMs. Very core, if I may say. Just again for strengthening and that Coach UG abs if you want. So the first EMOM is gonna be dumbbell side bend, and then the other minute you're gonna do a hollow hold. So first movement, dumbbell side bend, preferably with a dumbbell or an odd object if you have, or plates if you don't have dumbbells or odd objects, you can use your plates. So dumbbells by your side, by your pockets. Just relax your hand. Opposing leg. This is how actually Coach Yuji taught us how to do it. Opposing leg is in tiptoes, and then minimal pressure on the floor. And then your opposite hand should be behind your neck or your head. And then from here, slide that dumbbell down until you feel the stretch here on your obliques, lower back, your erectors. One cue that works for me is point your elbows to the 12 o'clock position. Here, 12 o'clock. And then point your elbows to 9 o'clock. 12 o'clock and 9 o'clock. So those are 2 reps. 3 and 4. So again, hinge by your obliques. Do not over exaggerate the bending like this. So again, keep the dumbbell close to your body. Keep the dumbbell close, and then feel the stretch and the contraction of your obliques, erectors as well. So again, same with the other side, left hand, right foot touching the floor lightly. My right elbow pointing to 3 o'clock. Slide the dumbbell down, feel the stretch. Now, right elbow, 12 o'clock. And contract. Stretch and contract. So again, first minute, we're gonna do 10 to 15 of those per side. Alright? And then on the other minute, we're gonna do a hollow hold. So that's basically your banana. Here, only lower back is showing, is touching the floor. Again, just hold, contract, and contract your abs as much as you can. Hold it for 40 seconds. Alright, so once you're done, we just alternate the movements for 8 to 10 minutes. It's time for EMOM number 2, which is more for upper body and back strengthening. The first movement is called single arm upright row. So very simple movement. So again, remember what Coach Amanda said. So just shoulders back and down, and then from there you can use a dumbbell. Well, preferably a dumbbell. From here, elbows go up. Dumbbell stays by your collarbone or upper chest level. Elbows pointing up, and then down. Hold, and then down. So again, you'll feel the tension in your traps and your shoulders as well. So again, just a quick reminder, elbows always higher than your wrist. Alright, so none of this, or elbows always higher than your wrist. Alright, same on the other side. Elbows always pointing up. We're gonna do 6 to 8 per side on the first minute. Alright, second movement, max effort. 30 seconds max effort of isometric row hold. So with dumbbells, you can use a barbell also with this one. So with the dumbbells, so again, hinge by your hip, do a good morning, flat back, as you can see, flat back. Alright, and then from there, elbows go up, like you will do a row. Hold it 30 seconds as much as you can. 30, again, squeeze your shoulder blades, your scap, your lats. Squeeze. Once 30 seconds is done, barbells down. So again, just a quick tip there. Flat back, little bend on the knee. Lead with your elbows. So again, with this one, you can see the angle, the right angle with my elbows and my forearm. So I'm not doing this. This is different from this one. Alright, so hold at this position as much as you can. Similar with the barbell. So preferably clean grip. And then from there, do your low hang position just below your knee. Pull that bar by your belly button. So notice the angle of my elbows again, very similar to the one with the dumbbell. Hold here, max effort of 30 seconds. Hold, squeeze your lats, squeeze your scap. Once the 30 seconds is done, down. Alright, and then we just repeat the single arm upright row alternated with the max effort isometric row. Good job, everyone. So for cool down, let's just spend 30 seconds to a minute to hold on the following poses. Again, upward facing dog. It's just your hands by your shoulders, press up, hips sink down on the floor. You can sway side to side if you want. Just relax that lower back, stretch those abs because we did a lot of sit-ups today and the hollow hold. Great. Once you're done with this one, we're gonna do thread the needle. So hips go up. Now right hand or left hand, whichever, goes through, pin that shoulder down. Left hand crawls forward. Feel the stretch on your shoulders, your back. Switch to the other side again. It's 30 seconds to a minute per pose. Just breathe here. Slow down your movement. Feel the stretch in your muscles. Alright, once you're done with thread the needle, we're gonna do puppy dog. So puppy dog is basically like child's pose, but with your butt in line with your knee. Puppy dog, hands go forward. Feel the stretch in your upper back and your shoulders. So another angle here. There. Butt in line with the knee. Feel the stretch in your upper back, chest, and shoulders. 30 seconds to a minute there. And then last, it's just child's pose. So from here, we just lower down our butt. Get feet there. So from our puppy dog, 1 minute done. Lower down your butt to your heels. You'll feel the stretch more in your lower back. Ease into it. Stretch still your shoulders and your chest. And you guys are done for the day. Good job. Happy weekend. Saturday night. Go drink and eat a lot. Bye. See you soon.